So this year we implemented a capstone project in AP Environmental Science, and we started off by bringing students out here in the fall and challenging them to develop a biodiversity conservation or enhancement project.
We've been doing a lot of community projects over the years to install bat boxes at parks and schools. So we synced up with Mr. Orelli, a couple students that had bat boxes as one of their capstone projects. And we've been working together to plan this out and get the installations in today.
We installed 3 of them, 2 small ones and a big one. Most people don't know this, but they're actually surprisingly important in the pollination process, which they have a major role, like hundreds of plants that can benefit from bat pollination.
A lot of people can sometimes have issues with there's a bat inside of their house and whatnot, and that will be very useful for them. And then bats are also very useful for the ecosystem.
Every organism has a role to play, and bats included. So bats often, get sort of a reputation of being scary, but they eat a lot of insects and they're good to have in your habitat. They're essential.
So bats have had a hard time over the last 10 years. White nose syndrome hit our area and it's killed vast amounts of bats. So there's a lot less bats on the landscape than there used to be. So the bat boxes just make it a little easier for them. They give them habitat in places where it might not exist. Why we targeted the community projects in the parks, they're typically in areas with more houses than trees, so giving them more options makes it a better chance for them to survive.
I think that adding these 3 bat boxes demonstrates that the Peters Township community values the environment. With support from the Environmental Quality Board and the other projects that the other AP environmental students have proposed, we're trying to make part of it educating the community on what kinds of small things can be done at home in order to help the environment.
Installing bat boxes is pretty easy. They don't have to be as elaborate or large as the ones we put up today. There's a lot of smaller boxes. You can just attach them to trees or other structures.
Everybody can make a difference, and it's not too hard. If you put your mind to something, you can really get to where you want to be.